Hey guys, it's Kelly again. My last video is kind of a Debbie Downer, so I decided that to get myself up back on that horse again and try really hard to raise my spirits, I thought, well, you know what? Why don't you do a really colorful makeup look? I thought about this last week, I think it was, and it's not meant to be wearable. It's just meant to be bright and colorful. But I think what I'm going off of, I have several of the Morphe 35 palettes. The other one that I have is very geared towards fall, has a lot of wine and burgundy, khaki colors like that, you know. I have this one, it's the 35E, and so what I have here, I've never even used this palette, and I want to use it because I think that it just has such gorgeous colors. I just love the colors. I'm really drawn to this pink one right now. I really like this blue here. But yet there's still a couple of shades in this palette that I can use as transition and as highlighting shades. So I thought that I would kind of go for that today. I wanted to go ahead and get started. I am going to start with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and I'm going to be using my Sigma F80, the flat kabuki, to apply that. So what I do is I just kind of shake up the foundation with my finger on it, and then I sort of start. I'm going to be very careful because there's one thing that I've been doing, and that I want you to be really careful about. I don't want any kind of cake face situation. I'm gonna go through my steps with you so that you can see what I do and what I avoid in order to not have a cakey face or not have any cakey areas. The areas of your face that tend to be the cakiest is going to be under your eyes if they're really dry, especially, and so you need to try to really keep those hydrated. And of course, you know, I just moved you. I love my Pure Hydrogel, and I've already used that. The other places around the nose can get cakey if you're not careful. So anytime you're using a really good full coverage foundation, then what you need to do is you need to make sure that you don't pile on too many products in one area, or you're gonna get cakey looking. And yes, setting sprays do help. They help take down some of the powder that's on your face and kind of help blend it in. One thing that you can do if you do get cakey face, if you get cakey throughout the day, if you will keep a facial moisturizer in your purse, if you will, let's say it's cakey around your nose here, if you will just take a tiny bit of that moisturizer, and I do mean on top of your makeup now, if you'll just kind of moisturize that area a little bit, it will take that cakey look away. It works great. It's perfect. And so do that, because when you get home, you're going to cleanse your face and you're going to, you know, do your skincare and all that. And so it's not going to matter that you put moisturizer on top of powder products or your, you know, your foundation or whatever. That's just to get you through the rest of the day until you can get home without having to walk through half your day with your makeup caking up around you. My advice to you is, if you don't have to wear a full face of foundation, if you're having a good skin day, then just don't. Or use, you know, I've done a video once before, and I'll try to remember to link it down below, where I mostly just used my concealers, and I used that, and I used it pretty much only on my problem areas, and I went light that day. So that can help if you tend to get really cakey. The other thing is, I cannot stress to you how much you need to drink water, and you need to moisturize your face. Doesn't matter what skin type you have, even if it's super oily. My skin is, I'll just tell you this, my skin is super dry. When I get out of the shower, one of the first things I do is I put on like an eye gel or something like that, and I will put on a moisturizer that's gel. It's my Clinique gel moisturizer. I will use something that is water-based. If you have oily skin, then you'll want to use something that's water-based also. But even though I have really dry skin, and I'm going to go ahead and get started while we're talking. Even though I have really dry skin, if I don't moisturize after my shower, even though I have that dry skin, my skin will find some oil anyway, which is just crazy, you know. And I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of crazy concealing and things like that. I'm just going to kind of show you that you can buff these things out. But yeah, always moisturize. You don't want your face to have to find oil for you. And it will. I mean, it really, really will. I'm just going to go really light, a really light layer. And I'm staying as far away from my under eyes as possible. The fewer products you put under your eyes, the less chance that that area will look cakey. So I'm just doing a light layer, and you see I'm avoiding that really dark area underneath there. Okay, let's see here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a light layer on, and I'm going to kind of look at things. If I'm happy, then I'll move on. If I'm not, I'll add more. So I'm going to add a little bit more, mostly to my cheek area on both sides. And we'll go from there. But it's a really light layer where I feel like that I can, even though I have the redness is still there, I still feel like that I can go out, buy groceries, or run to the drugstore, or, you know, those kinds of things. I'm just not really laying on a big thick layer. I'm doing the bare minimum. I want it to look natural. I want it to be easy, no fuss, and still look like, hey, she's got it together. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I can't explain enough how much your comments on my last video mean to my heart. There's just not really any way that I can explain how your comments and your actions, the things that some of you said to me, and the things that some of you did for me, it helped my soul. It helped my soul. I've even had some people reach out to me that are close by that I've known for a really long time, but I think things happen for a reason. And I think I made that video because there are people around me that are going through the same things, but we stay hush hush about it. Whether it's you feel like nobody's going to understand, somebody's going to say you're crazy, somebody's going to judge you. Yeah. So I can't tell you how very much, I mean, what a huge, I'm trying to find a concealer. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me. And I'm only going to do just, you know, lightly in certain areas that I need to conceal. We always want to, especially if you have a round face like me, you want to keep everything towards the center of your face when it comes to brightening. You guys, there are some amazing people in this world. And especially Andrea, you have no idea what that meant. Your actions. And I'm a Doug person, and I've already been grieving with you over Piper. I know you don't know that, but it's all going to be okay. So you stop using those sad face stickers. You don't need to run out of those. You need to conserve them. I promise it's going to be okay. You've got J. Crew coming. She should be already there by now. Girl, you have no idea, and I love you, and I thank you. You are a very special woman. You are a precious soul. So thank you. Michelle, we are going to go lunch. I'll call you. I love you. And I know something's coming up in September, and I'm praying. Candy, dear, we haven't been talking very long, but I feel a connection to you, and I really appreciate everything that you say and do for me. You've been so kind-hearted and so sweet, and I'm so glad that we're building a friendship. Gina, we just have way too much in common, girl. Where do I even begin? But I plan to see you tomorrow, and I can't wait. You need to know that you're not alone. You need to know that you're loved. And you need to know you've got a friend here that understands exactly not just what you've been through, but what you're going through right now too. And I agree. Something special's in store for us guys. Now see, I was very light. I was very, very light with what I was doing, okay? I did not go in with all my crazy concealer coverage and those kinds of things. I chose not to just because I'm putting some of this stuff away. I hope it's not too loud. Just because, you know, I want it to be light, easy, and fun today. But there's so many of you that wished me well, and gave me that word of encouragement that I needed. I do hope my son grows out of this stage, and I do hope that he returns to me. 17-year-old boys are hard to deal with as far as, I mean, he was still not afraid to come to me when he was in 5th grade. I would be sitting at the teacher's lunch table and he would still pass by me and speak to me, give me a kiss on the cheek as he passed by when he was in 5th grade. And everybody was like, my son would never do that at this age. So I do feel blessed that I got a little extra time of him showing that he loves me. So I do hope that he's going to grow out of it. I hope so. All I can do is pray. I'm not going to use my Anastasia Brow Wiz today because this is about fun, and I'm not going to do anything. I've got my NYX. It is a little bit dark, but you know what? It's going to give me just enough color. and tame some of these crazy brows. I've just got some places that need just a little something, something. They just can't be left to their own device. But I do hope that y'all are right. I hope that there's something around the corner. I've struggled my whole life with many different things, and I have a lot of demons that I battle. I think that to a degree we all do. But I just want you to know that I love you for your comments and your reactions. Guys, we live in such an evil world where people hurt each other over things. And I just count myself blessed. I count myself very blessed to have you guys to come to you and talk to. So thank you. Yeah. Okay. Now on with the fun stuff. Yes, those are too dark, but that's okay because we're going to be using some bright colors, okay? So before I do anything else to my face, what I'm going to do, I am going to go ahead and set under my eyes. Now, to avoid a cakey under eye area, one of the things you want to do is use a loose powder. I often do use my Stay Matte for everything, but ideally, my eyes are very dry today. If you tend to have very dry under eyes, you can use this to set your face, and that's what you need to do. You need to set everything down. But you do need a loose powder for under your eyes and the areas where you lay down a little bit of concealer. And the reason for that is that a loose powder just, well, first of all, this is a translucent powder that I'm going in with. And first of all, it's not adding any color to where I added the other. So that takes away from some of the cakiness because it's invisible. You can bake and put it on more heavily, of course, on a normal day when you're actually going to be going outside, but I'm not. So it's Saturday here. It's Saturday night. So I'm just with you guys. Oh, and do you like my ears? Found those online. They're so cute. Yeah, but anyway, same place that I got my star earring from or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm just, you know, lightly putting down wherever I put that concealer. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my big powder brush. It's my E2 from Morphe. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to set the rest of my face. I'm going to do my eyes next. And I think what I'd like to do, I'm going to use my Milani eyeshadow base. I'm going to go in with something to set this down. It only takes a teeny tiny little bit for each eye. I'm going to go in with a color that'll set this down. Most of these colors here are shimmers, but this is about playing with makeup today. So, yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I'm just gonna go with it, and whatever hits me, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, these are all shimmers, but I do need something really pale. Let me find my E40, of course, my favorite blending brush. And I need to get another one because, yeah, I just need to get another one. Or, oh, guys, the Morphe brushes. They discontinued the Elite Morphe brushes, which is what I use, this line. They came out with a, quote, new and improved. I don't know how new and improved it can be because it, I mean, the line, it was perfect, but Anyway, it's still called the E whatever, and all the numbers are the same. So if you do purchase from the new Elite line, if I say I'm going to use my E2, you'll be able to find your E2 and it'll be the same brush. They're not renumbered or anything. From what I understand, they're just a much softer bristle. I don't have any problems with the ones that I got, but they are discontinued. So just keep in mind that, you know, Morphe is a great brush. I've got Sigma, Tarte, Morphe, It, Cosmetics. I mean, I've got just a plethora. I mean, I've got drugstore, I got Real Techniques and Elf and, you know, those kinds of things. So any kind of fluffy blending brush, I'm just going to use this one because they need to be washed anyway. So it won't hurt if a bunch of color gets in there. Okay, I'm going to go in with this color right here. Now, these don't have names. I'm just going to take the third one up. And because I'm doing it because even though it's a shimmer, it's really close to my skin tone. So I'm going to put this over the entire eye. Now, what I have done is I've done that. Now I need to find myself a transition color. And I think what I want to do, I want something warm. I think I'm going to go with this one. Let's see. No, I'm going to go in with this one right here. This one on the bottom. It's kind of a, it's not quite as orange. It's almost a I would say it's like a rose gold or champagne color. And I'm going to go in with that. And yes, heaven forbid, I'm putting a satin in my crease, but that's okay. Morphe is a very, very accessible, not necessarily drugstore, but high quality for not a huge price. Okay, I've done that. Now I want to go in with something just a little bit different. I think what I want to do, and this may surprise you, but I think it'll be fun. I want to go in with this purple here. So let me get the next size. Here we go. This is the next one. This is the one that's kind of pointed at the top just a little bit. So E28. I'm going to go in with that. And I'm going to take that on top of what I just did, but it's gonna be a little bit more precise. Okay, lots and lots of blending later, guys. I think I might have gotten just a little bit higher on that eye than I did the other, but hey. And you can tell it's a satin. There's no doubt that I'm putting satins in. I mean, you can see the shiny. But you know what? I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be fun because I am about to change brushes again. Okay, I'm going to go in with the smaller brush and I'm going to go into this hot pink and I'm going to put that all on my, I'm not going to bring it all the way to the inner corner, but I'm going to lay it in there pretty good. So yeah, so I'm going to start on the outside. I'm going to start doing this. So the gradient is going to be like a pink to a purple. Starting on the outside. I'm just sort of keeping it on my mobile lid. But not necessarily bringing it all the way forward. Ooh, they are shiny. Izzy, you should see Mama's face. It is shiny. She's the sweetest little thing, guys. I mean, that's why, Andre, if you're watching, I truly feel, I feel for you. Those sweet babies of yours. It is heartbreaking when your baby is sick. And if you are familiar at all, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to brighten that purple back up again. It kind of blended away just a little bit. I'm just going to put it right here. But, you know, that affects us. It affects our lives when our fur babies get sick. It's so it can be so devastating, especially if it's something that is life-threatening. And so, you know, until I found out that Izzy had a bleeding ulcer and it was treatable, guys, I honestly thought I was going to lose her. I really did. This was before I started my YouTube channel, and she was having severe anxiety and she was upset a lot. I'm going to go ahead and take this, which is an IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe French Boutique Blush number 4. I'm going to use, things are going everywhere, I'm going to use my Too Faced bronzer to kind of bronze up. I'm not going to contour or anything like that. Let's go on to some, I'm putting off the inevitable. What I need to do, honestly, is I need to go ahead and I need to get my eyeliner out, and let's see if I'm able to even do this. I know which one I want to use. I want to use the Master Precise by Maybelline. Yeah, and I'm still postponing this attempt at a wing. God help me. I'm just not good at it. I shake. I do like, this is the Maybelline Master Precise. You can see it's got a very sharp end on it, and I like it because it's just a touch flexible but not too flexible, because I don't have a lot of control. And I'm one of those that I have to go really slow because I shake. So I'm gonna let you watch me attempt this. So I've got my ears on, so we're ready for a clown show. Let's see here. I'm just going to try to make a small black line across my lid, and then I'll decide how that goes if I'm going to try wing. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of lay it down. It just keeps getting thicker and thicker. You know how that is, right? I mean, I'm going to have my whole mobile lid covered up here short, but it's still at least under control at this point. So, you know, it's a pretty thick line. I'm going to go ahead and work on the line on this side while it dries, because I don't want it to transfer. I really like the way that it does come in on the inner corner anyway, but I'm a right-handed person, and so doing the left side is so very hard. Okay, let's see here. I'm trying. I'm trying to get it as thick as the other one. See, this one, how is it that I'm right-handed and I did the left one perfect, but I can't get my right side right? Oh my gosh, shoot me now. I'm trying to get this one as thick as the other, but I'm scared to go too far up because I don't... Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, guys. Would you look? I'm sure there's been worse. It's just that since I am mature, my skin it moves with the liner. And when it moves with the liner, it makes it very difficult. I mean, and you can stop there and just have the black liner and then maybe tight line underneath, which is fine. Want to do a wing? I never do this on camera because I'm so intimidated by it, but I'm letting you guys see. I try to make myself as transparent as I possibly can and let you see me for all my sides. But girls, I'm about to do a wing, and I got a feeling we're about to see a mess. All right, I'm going to have to pull my eye tight. I'm going to do a small one. You girls that know how to do this, is this decent or not? I don't even know. I really don't. I mean, I wish it was sharper, you know. I'd like it to cut a bitch, but but I don't think that it's going to happen for me. And it's just getting longer and longer. I got to stop messing with it, I think. Don't you think that maybe I should stop messing with it? I'm afraid that it takes my eyes down. Oh, well. All right. I'm going to stop because I don't want it to transfer anymore. I'm going to go for it over here. And I don't know if I've got it even or not. Oh, Lord. I don't know if they're even or not. My eyes are watering from stress. But you know, I'll never learn how to do it if I don't practice. And that's the truth. I mean, and I think that anybody would tell you that. You know, practice makes perfect. But good God Almighty, this is hard. I admire girls that can wing it out easily. Because that just ain't me. Oh, gosh, no. Okay, let me. Those girls that can just put it on there. Oh, gosh. Laura Lee. She's one of them. She's from Alabama, too. I follow her. That girl, she can put a black wing on with her eyes closed and not even looking. I'm so impressed. Because every time I try, it turns into a disaster. I'm gonna clean up and sharpen it up just a little bit, I think, is what I'm gonna do. It's just getting worse. And that's the way it is. And see how much longer and straighter this one is than that? Okay, I'm going to... I'm doing something bad. I'm licking, but... But, you know what? I'm going to shorten it up just a little bit and clean it up with some concealer. So... Okay, let me go ahead. I'm going to go back to... I'm just letting y'all see all this craziness today. I'm going to go back to my Morphe palette. And I'm going to use a pencil brush. And I'm going to go into... I think I want to go into this bright orange. And I'm going to put that below. If I can find... Here's my pencil brush. I'm going to go into... I use that pink. I think I want to use this orange here. I'll use this one. And I want to do this under eye situation. I want it to just really just boom, you know? Because it's about color and it's about having fun and learning how to do black wings and all that. I'm too old, guys. Woo! I am too old for that. All that. I'm too old for all this. I do like the color, though. It's fun to just do color sometimes. I mean, it really is. It's just fun. We don't walk out of our house looking like this, so... Or not my age, so when else am I going to do it other than when I'm just kind of playing around, you know? See how bold that is? And my wings that are awful looking. Yep. An exercise in patience. Okay. Well, guys, I won't have any question about what to do for Halloween, will I? Okay, I have created some wings that are taking over my eyes. Oh my God, help me. This is awful. Okay, all right, let's move on. It's not going to get any better, so let's just move on. Okay, I'm going to use the pencil brush in my Mary Laminizer for my inner corners. And I'm making my inner corners a little bit wider and brighter than normal. I'm just wanting to really bring some light into the corner of my eyes. Maybe it'll take away from all that black that's on the outside of my eyes. I don't think it's going to, but we're going to try. And then I'm going to take some just on my brow bone. I kind of ruined everything when I started with the black liner. God help me. Okay, look, I have this new Makeup Geek blush that I got in my BoxyCharm. And it is beautiful. The name of it is Covet. And I wanted to use it on my cheeks. So I'm just going to use my little round Kat Von D brush for that. And, ooh, yeah, this is pigmented. I like to just put my blush on and then blend, blend, blend. Okay, I'm going to take my Morphe E8 and I'm going to go back to Mary Laminizer and I'm going to get that loaded up and I'm going to go right on top of my cheekbones, not where I have any wrinkles or any fine lines, right where the skin is still nice and smooth, because I don't want to emphasize anything that I don't want to emphasize. Guys, you're just the fact that you watch my videos is therapeutic to me, because I feel like I may not teach you anything, but at least you'll be entertained. I mean, because I am clueless, apparently. I mean, no, I have a little bit of knowledge, but guys, you know what? I had such a bad day yesterday and the day before. I'm just trying to lift my own spirits and yours at the same time, because I know a lot of you responded that you totally understood what I was going through. If it takes me getting on here and making a fool out of myself with black eyeliner to make us all feel good, what does it hurt? I can just go and get in the shower. It's no big deal. So it is what it is, guys. You know, we're still alive. Every day we wake up, you know, every day when we wake up. Okay, I have highlighted To the Gods. See that? Woo! That is some pretty highlight. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my lashes. I love this Tarte Lights Camera Flashes. It's a beautiful mascara, and it really does a lot of, it brings length and volume both. This one is excellent. I really like it a lot. I really do. Okay, now I'm going to go over to this side. And I'm going to get this and my bottom lashes done, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Lashes are done. Wings are done. You know what? I burned those. I didn't just put them in the oven and forget about them. It burnt the house down. Milani Power Pink to match my eyes. My lips are dry. And I've been drinking water. I did a face mask last night. Well, guys, if nothing else, I hope that it made you laugh. I hope that you had fun watching. I hope that you kind of like the look that I came up with, even if it is a little too dramatic to leave the house. My bright pink lips. I do like a good bright pink lip, though. But yeah, other than my crazy, overwhelming black liner, that one's not that bad. But this one, terrible. So what I'm going to do now, guys, when I go to take this off, I'm going to go in with this Bioderma and one of those cotton rounds, and I'm just going to kind of massage it. I love it because it doesn't burn my eyes, and it will take off everything. And I can do one over my lipstick, and it, you know, I won't even have stained lips. So it's a great way to sort of get the majority of it off before you get in the shower. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and use my Smashbox primer water. I know it's a primer water, but the only reason that I'm using it is to set down anything that might be powdery, because we talked about not being a cake face. So especially around the lower part of my face, because Lord knows we don't want these black wings to take off running. Guys, I can be crazy if I need to, but you know what? It's better to laugh than cry. I laid in the bed and I had my cry yesterday, and it is over. The day is a new day, and I think that it's just time for me to get up and put one foot in front of the other. But the only way I was really able to do it is because of you guys. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. I love you. If you're new and you're watching my silly self do all this crazy stuff, I hope I enjoyed and made you laugh, because that's really all I really meant to do. I just wanted to play in my makeup, come up with something really fun and bright and colorful and summery, and I really wanted to do a black wing. It doesn't always work out though, does it? But I hope you enjoyed watching, especially if you're new. And if you are new, please hit that subscribe button down there. I would really appreciate that. Come back and watch me. I'm trying really hard to grow this channel. I'm still under 200 subscribers, and I would love to hit 200. That's just like a kind of, I guess, a personal goal for me. But, you know, tell your friends about me if you know, if you liked me and you liked my personality and I'm real, y'all, you know I'm real. So if you like, you know, real talk from a mature person, then yeah, tell your friends about me and send them over to subscribe. I would love to have anybody join. Positive people join my YouTube family, and right now we have a great group of people like that. So thank you. Please don't forget to hit that like button, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.